Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished up with brewing vats and took a quick peek in Herb Garden, and knowing what it is, we can move on to Undercaves, where the story continues. Undercaves. Ignoring the warning sign, Bithro descended from the brewing facility into a sprawling cavern system below to seek answers. Recent footprints in the ground made him hopeful that he was on the right track. Despite the heat of the caves, he felt an unsettling cold sensation seeping out of the nearby rock walls. Seeping, you say? Yeah, I chose that word on purpose. So this is a seep level. And as far as levels in this hold go, I would say this is my true masterpiece. Like, this is the one I'm most proud of any level in the whole thing. Just everything turned out great. I always wanted to do a seep-focused level, and I was happy that I was able to pull it off here as well as I feel like I did. There's also a construct here. Okay, so what stops me from just killing the monsters and walking out of the room? This does. So step on this, and that door closes. I have to have the room clear from in here in order to exit again. Also have to step on that, which means that has to be held... Wait, how are you going to hold that? Can the construct do it for me? Is it the other way around? I get the construct to step on this plate while I stand there? That's probably it. Okay, yeah, because Seep can't step on any pressure plates. Okay, so we got Seep here, one here, one here, one here, construct there. With this obstacle and that floor there, this Seep can't move any more than those two spaces, so I pretty much just have to go in there and kill it. And those doors open after I step on this. Oh, but also toggle by that. Why do I have this connection? I don't remember specifically, because, like, you have to be done with the room by the time... Why the heck do I have this connection here? Oh, I think I know. No, the reason I thought was the reason doesn't make any Oh, right, I remember what it was. This is to prevent stashing a Seep out here and, like, walking in here and having it come across the doors to me to clear the room, or something like that. Yeah, to ensure that I have to kill these three Seep. Yeah, there's no realistic route from anywhere out here to in here. Yeah, so everything out here has to die. Then I have to get in here, stand there while the construct is dead in this area. He'll walk across the then cold fire trap, opening the way to this orb. Then he and the Seep, probably just he, is the last thing I kill. And this Seep perhaps is to keep him alive. Can I get by this Seep without any additional help? No, I can't. So the Seep has to not be the last thing I kill? Ah, that's right. I think I see the trick that I used here. Okay, yeah, so getting into tricky territory already. I can also just walk out of here if I don't want to solve the entrance room right now, but I do. Can I kill both of those right now? I think the answer is no. Let's try it and find out why. Right, so I need to do something down here. Yeah, the problem is I have to go in here and kill this Seep, then I have to kill this one to get by, and I have to get by to get the construct up there, and then there will be nothing alive in the room to keep the construct alive. So just looking at the geometry, I think this Seep dies now, this one stays alive, this one dies now, this one dies later, this one dies last. Because you're going to be my key to keeping that construct alive. Oh, and because of this nice little cutout here, I can just go up here and not worry about you killing me. How nice. Alright, so why do I want to go up here? I want to put the construct up here so he can operate those doors for me.
Exterminate.
He can also kill me, but I'd actually prefer he didn't do that. Alright, so why am I operating these doors? To get myself in here and kill this Seep. Now I have to do that while keeping this one alive, I think. So let's first try... Okay, right. Seep preference is funny. So that Seep's on that door now. I think I don't want that, because in order to exit... It might be fine, actually, if I just stash him down here. Okay, this looks plausible. What will happen here? Depends on move order. Seep goes first, so Seep will die. No. Because I'm stepping on that plate. Okay, so that Seep's fine there. But now it'll die. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Right, so I can stay here for a moment. That... yes, okay, that does prevent him from going on that door, so now he's there. Cool, alright, I think I accomplished my goal. Kinda. I need the construct to me now. Okay, so... yeah, that's the problem with that. Seep will die. And I need it alive. My recollection here is that I actually want the Seep stashed on this door somehow. Okay, I did it. Not for long enough, though, right? Because now I gotta go over here, and... oh, he can go across the other door! There we go! Maybe? No, I have to step here. Okay, so can I then turn my sword... and prevent... something? Yes, there we go. I brought the Seep over. Oh man, this feels good. This is barely coming back to me. Like, I didn't remember the steps to this room, so I had to rederive them just now, but that is fine. So I think I'm gonna have to kill this guy, like, right here, or leave him alive. That works too. So now you need to be out of my way, because this Seep has to die. Now you need to be in my way, and ready to do some work for me. Yeah, so if I killed this Seep, then the construct wouldn't come back, so this would never open, so I couldn't get out. But this makes it all work. There we go. Neat. Alright, good stuff. Okay, room number 2. 2 Seep here. 2 adder here. Each one's standing on a pressure plate, meaning that the door's gonna close after they get off it? What does that mean? Ah, that means that they'll be inaccessible. So if I just go in here, this opens their doors, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I don't get access to them, so they never die, so the puzzle's not solved. Alright. So a lot of rooms in here involve this peculiar mechanic of feeding Seep to adders. Like coming up with the interesting things that can be done with Seep. You know, this was a basic manipulation puzzle. I guess I could have done a bunch of those, but I feel like I'm not very good at designing these. I kind of lucked out on having this work out as nicely as it did. I feel like I do better with, like, more specific actions that have to be spotted and performed in the right order and stuff to do this. Like, manipulating a monster through a geometric maze is just something that I have a lot of trouble designing for whatever reason. So yeah, I just think better in action sequences than, like, spatial layouts. Alright, so this gets the Seep off their little island, and I want to bring them to me, right? What's this about? Okay, that also toggles that. So yeah, I just need to park a Seep here and one here. When I open that door, they'll both get eaten, and the adders will be long enough to get close enough that I can actually kill them. That in itself will be a little bit of a process, but that's fine. So if I just do this as it is, then we end up with this problem where one of the Seeps dies. So, what you gotta do, because secretly, while this is a Seep level, it's also a move order level. The last room in the previous level is kind of supposed to hint at that a little bit. Because yeah, I reverse their move order, and now when they come up here, they split apart a little bit. Ooh. Okay, this is fine. They split apart a little bit. Clang. 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 There we go. They're both with me. It kind of bothers me how they fade in and out. I feel like that effect is kind of unnecessary and doesn't add a lot to the game. I'd prefer if they just stayed solid all the time, but they don't do that. Alright, so I gotta survive as I do this process, and I need one in there, one on the other side. Okay. So avoid hitting the orb just yet. Actually, can I? Depends on move order, and the move order is set up for that not to be possible, so I do need to avoid it. And then I'll have the secondary problem of if I stay here, I'm going to get eaten by adders. And if I break the orb, I'm also going to get eaten by adders. So what I have to do is not break the orb and hide here. Oops. And there we go. Not a super complicated room, but a very satisfying one, I would say. Let's go north. Right. So we got a room here. Oh boy, I know where there's a secret entrance here, and like, looking at this now, if I didn't know this was cracked, I wouldn't know this was cracked. Like, that just looks like the rest of the wall to me right now. Okay, well, have fun hunting down that secret in this tile set, I guess. But I know it's there. So anyway, there's a passage over here, but I'll do this room first, because that room's a variant to this one. So, scroll. Challenge, don't eat the wubba. I'm gonna do this one both ways. I want to make sure I have a good checkpoint outside the room. Just so that I do. Trapdoor here. Yes, I need to be disarmed for this. There's a wubba, there's a wubba. Okay. So if I do eat the wubba, let's see, this is a floor spikes that's gonna close that every 10 turns. Hi wubba, you're coming for me. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. So this, if I just stepped on it, would kill all the seep and let a too long adder out. So the adder has to die somewhere. This fire trap looks appealing. And as it goes in there, it opens access to the roach, which also has to die somehow. This fire trap still looks appealing. Then again, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll come out here and get my sword. I don't know. But anyway, if I just do that, yes, that door is closing periodically. I can eat the wubba, sure. I have to do some manipulation to get you in there. Have I done it? Not yet. I think now I have. So sure, you ate a wubba, but that doesn't do anything to protect me from that roach. So I just die to the roach if I step here in this circumstance. So, there are 5 more things to eat in this room, and I need the adder to eat them. So using timing, again, this is a move order puzzle, adder moves last. But floor spikes activate very late, so let's see. Seep all take their turn, which does nothing, they can't do anything. Actually, no. So B throw steps on the pressure plate. Wait, don't they die then? Yeah, they all die. Wait. Ah, that's right. Yes, they do. Because, so B-throw takes his turn first. Then monsters from 1 to N take their turn, and the seep go next. They take their turns on an open door, therefore deciding, I'm not in a wall anymore, and I can't get to one in the direction I prefer to move right now, so I guess I'm gonna die. So they all die, then the adder moves and eats nothing. So I need that to happen in a different order, and here's a nice little helper who can do that. The wubba goes 6th, in between the time at which the seep and the adder move. So the wubba needs to be the one to hit the pressure plate for me. And by magic, by turn order magic, that means the adder eats a seep, door closes, or let's see. So that means, so what happens here is, B-throw moves. Seep all take their turn, see that they're on a solid surface and don't decide to die that turn. Wubba takes its turn and presses the plate. Door opens. Adder takes its turn and moves here, eating the seep. Floor spikes activate, hitting this orb and closing the door, and those other 4 seep didn't get a chance to take a turn while the door was open, so they stay alive. So that's how that works. Just repeat a few times. Spring this trap 5 times, and let's eat that wubba. Not doing the challenge, and see how that works. Now it'd be real nice if this adder would go straight in here, because I want its body for protection from the roach. And I don't really have that right now. Will you be all nice to me and do this? Yes, you will. Kinda? Okay, well that's not fully protecting me. The partial protection is not going to be enough. But you can see that if this tail were curved over here, then the roach would just slide along right into the fire trap, and that's how it would die. Okay, so let's get that adder in differently. You're becoming vertical right now, which is good, because that means if I get around just in time, which I did, I can do that. Great. So yeah, you need to know a few things. Move order, turn evaluation order, serpent manipulation, but you already needed to know that. This is definitely a hold for advanced players who've played probably all the official holds and some custom ones. That's the basic expectation. I don't really communicate that anywhere, though. Maybe I should have. Anyway, so that's a clear without the challenge. And there's a very subtle bit of scripting here in this room that you probably won't notice unless both you do the challenge and the non-challenge and you look very closely. So wubbas are an entity that normally respawns in a clear room. There's no wubba here because it got eaten. I scripted it to get eaten. Now let's go back and do the challenge solution. Can I just room start? I can. Okay, so don't eat the wubba. That means the adder will be one shorter and there will be no tail segment covering that spot. What do you do about that? Well, we'll see. Alright, so step one, spring the wubba trap. I like this room. I'm happy with how this turned out. Again, I like this whole level. This is my masterpiece. I guess due to that timing, the adder's kind of always going to come out just about the same way. Okay, so you're becoming vertical there, and this is going to eat the wubba. So that's not what I want. I can... Oh, that eats the wubba too? Really? Okay. Yeah, so there's nothing I can do from here to not eat it. Okay. Can I hide it here? Get around it, get the adder around, and survive and accomplish everything? Maybe. Wubba, come on now. No. Okay, well, that actually works. Okay, great. Can I just stash you out here? Probably. If the adder doesn't eat its own tail. Here. Safe spot for the breath mint. Adder, it's not time for that yet. Okay, let's have a less safe spot for the breath mint. Well, see, this is just having the same problem again. Okay, so adder, come here. You know what? You can come all the way out here. That'd be fine. Don't go back in your cage, though. That would not. You don't have to do things out here, and it really hasn't made anything easier for me because I still end up having to get around both at once. You just have to find a set of moves that gets the adder around the wubba, turns it around, and makes it enter the place the right way. I don't currently have that set of moves, so you're going to be horizontal. No, that's no good. Nope, that's no good. And yeah, since the wubba moves first, it's very easy to accidentally put it in the adder mouth when I don't want to. Okay, vertical, but wubba goes in adder mouth. So if I move it first, maybe I can have it not do that. There we go. There we go. Okay. So adder's there. I have a gap, and I can't be quick enough to just, like, beat the roach there. So the wubba's gonna have to stop in that position, right? Can't quite do it like that, but I think there is a dance that lets me do it just like this. There we go. So yeah, seeing that dance step is the challenge of the challenge here. And also wubba, you're gonna get off me like that. Yep. The exact geometry of these plates is carefully set up to both make this possible and prevent certain unwanted things from happening. A true friend! There we go. So now if I leave the room and come back, check it out, the wubba didn't get eaten and it's still alive. But I did script it to change the music back to idle because I don't like wubbas and fagundos and things changing music. So that is a bit of scripting I usually use in my holds, all two of them, to avoid that property of DROD, just because I prefer it the other way. Okay, secret room, variant. This is not a challenge scroll. Note, the wubba moves before the rot golem. I didn't put a move order note for this stuff, you just have to figure them out. But this one's more important, I guess. Right, no central pressure plate. Yeah, so we can do a side-by-side comparison of these rooms. So you can see the central pressure plate's gone, checkpoints moved around. There's a new structure here, and this shape changed. Again, there was some reason this had to be this exact shape to prevent something from going on. I forget what it was, but I'm pretty sure I managed to prevent it. Alright, so we got a Wubba and a Rock Golem here. Only 4 Seep to eat this time, but there is a Golem to eat. And no, don't eat the Wubba challenge. And I think this room geometry... Yeah, because this is one more to the north than it was over here. I can't stash the Wubba in this spot and get in here. The wiring all works the same, I'm pretty sure. Except, right, that central pressure plate is replaced by these. Right, so no orb on floor spikes, and no plate that I can just lure a Wubba onto. Well, there is one of those. 2, in fact. And the center plate for those doors. Alright, so yeah, when you come to this room, you're familiar with exactly the task you did here. This is clearly a variation. So what that's going to mean is... Let's see... Okay, right, the very first step of this is actually kind of tricky. So, since I needed a monster's help to step on this plate, let's first look at move orders. So Adder is 6th, Seep 1, 2, 3, 4. Wubba 5, Adder 6, Golem 7. Interesting. Well, yeah, I guess this scroll just clues you in, hey, look at move order, which you'll probably want to do anyway because you did it in this room, probably. I mean, that solution's easy enough to stumble into. Without understanding move order, you could totally try putting the Wubba on the plate just to try something and go like, what? Why does this work? I don't know. It's fine. It lets me solve the room. So I'm not going to think too hard about it. I can see doing that. Anyway, so I need to engineer the same situation where Seep all move, then the door opens, then the adder moves, then the door closes. So that's going to have to mean, since we have open and close plates here, Wubba steps on open plate, Golem steps on close plate. So the closed plates are the north ones, and the open plates are the south ones. Okay? Yeah, I remember how to do that. So like, say I had Wubba here, Golem here, Bithro here, poised to step on this plate. Then I can control when that action happens. Okay, so I have to get the Golem and the Wubba up there. Easy, right? Well, I might run into this problem real quick. Because, like, you gotta get him through that hallway, but then he smashes you. So I need to reverse the order of these monsters. That's the first step here. Sometimes I have trouble with this process. Let's see if it happens today. There's a specific dance step I need to do. What's your move order? So if the Wubba goes first, that doesn't work. That's right, I can hang the Golem on that corner. That's how it goes. And with the Wubba moving first, it gets in front. Okay. And then we need to do some of this kind of dancing. How? Like that. Okay. Yeah, so that initial dancing gets you kind of used to moving around these two elements, which you end up doing a lot in this hold. You got a Wubba up close, or something protecting you, and a Rock Golem a little farther away that has to not smash you up. Okay, so we don't have the positioning right at the moment. Does it absolutely have to be on the outer... Let's see if I do that. That's nice. Kinda. It'd be nice if the Golem were here. How do I make that happen? If I were one more this way when I do that, that accomplishes the goal. Okay. So Golem's there. Wubba, can you just be, like, on me or something? Let's go opposite corners, right, because I can go to this opposite corner without disrupting the Golem's position. Here we go. So I think my trap is set to spring, and I don't have to do it on 10 counts. I can do it at any time that I want, because there are no floor spikes involved. So I step here. Yeah, so when I wait, Bithro takes his turn and waits. Seep all take their turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, and decide not to die. Also can't move anywhere. Wubba takes its turn and steps on this plate, opening the door. Number 5. Adder, number 6, takes its turn, steps onto the open door, eats the Seep, And then number 7 steps onto the close plate and makes these seep safe. There we go. Would be super cool if you could inspect individual, like, steps of a turn, but this game does not currently make that possible. Alright, so now we just have to set the mousetrap again. I want... Yep, that arrangement, that's the one. Except you're in the south, you need to be in the north. Here is... Oh dear. Here is good, if I do it right. And yeah, having... Right, as long as nobody steps on these plates, I can do whatever I want here. Having 2 pairs of these just makes it friendlier for rearming the trap, because you end up on the other diagonal just by the most convenient way of doing this. Okay, so this is not what I want. What is? That's a start. You come here. This way, this way, this way, this way. Okay. Yep, I'm on the other diagonal again. That's just how it works out. And you only got to do this process 4 times. Alright, yeah, and by the end, my fingers know what to do. Okay, so now Adder is loose. Got these 2 unruly monsters here. I don't have a challenge this time, so I just want to feed this rock golem to the Adder. Now, how will I do that? Well, somehow, not like this. Not like that at all. Okay, so I'm gonna do that a little earlier. Okay, well, you're eating the wubba. Maybe that's... Oh, you're not, actually. You're definitely not going to go west of your own accord. Okay, well, you ate the wubba. Okay, rock golem's off me at least. Can get it back on, or maybe this will work. It didn't. Can I do that one earlier? I can. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Adder is at full length. It's gonna come with me and do some work. Okay, vertical, that's horizontal. You'll be vertical right now. Okay. Alright, and your full length, I just do this, get around the roach just in time, and the room works itself out. Cool! Yep, happy with how those rooms turned out. If I were to go west, I would see that this is blocked off because I haven't cleared the rest of the room, level. But there is a seaport here. Speed potion, room clear gate, stairway. Looks like it's leading up, but this is supposed to be going down, I guess. I guess going northward, stairs always go upwards? Right. Anyway, no, like there are stairs and there are stairs down. But that's like... You're supposed to mount... if you're mounting from the south, you use the stairs up. If you're mounting from the north, you use the stairs down or something? I forget how it works. I'm always confused about that for some reason. This is bothering me more than it should here. Anyway, yeah, so hold also continues over here. Gotta clear those rooms to get in there. I'll see you then for that.